Good morning, Judy here from Thistledew Creations, and today I want to show you some things that I got thrifting with my niece. We had a family spa day, foot day at my dad's recently, and it lasts all morning, and then in the afternoon my niece and I went thrifting. We mostly went to the Mission thrift store, and it was yellow and green day, so I don't know which was which, but it was 50% off or 70% off if it was yellow or green. So we got some good deals. These envelopes were 50 cents or less, I'll say. And they're just like a letter-sized envelope. Looks like quite a few of them. They're just plain, but they have some age to them. Like they're kind of already a little bit dirty around the edges. Kind of aged, but I thought that was a good deal for 50 cents. Great for Happy Mail. I can do some Happy Mail that I know will only take one stamp if I put it in there. And because I ripped that, it's going to go in the trash, but normally I save those. I got this calligraphy book because I've been finding a lot of people commenting on my writing that they like it when they see a picture of the envelope that I'm going to send them for their Happy Mail. I've had quite a few of the women message me back and say, "Oh, I love your writing." So I thought I might just work on it even more. I've never really tried calligraphy seriously. And so this book shows you some tricks of how to get good at it. This was not on sale, but it was $2.50. And I figured if nothing else, I've got all of these little cutouts that I can use, as well as some of this sort of primary paper where it's got the solid and dotted lines. So I thought even once I'm done with it, I can still use the papers out of it. But there's pages like this that shows you an example of what to write and then a place to do it. So there was also some things in here that I thought I could harvest. You got this. So I thought that was good for $2.50. Lots of cute images that I can fussy cut and use, or fussy tear and use, as well as just some different fonts, I guess you would say. Now they're saying what's wrong with each thing. I just think they all look nice, but in a different way. But they're saying your thick strokes bleed into thin strokes, letters are too close together, flourishes look strained and not natural. I can see that. Words tilt up or down when they shouldn't. I do that a lot. I write things on a diagonal a lot. Lettering looks streaky or like your pen has dried up. Now, I don't like that at all, but if you're going for a weathered look, that's okay, but you're probably not doing that on purpose. So here it shows you how to practice a certain letter, and you've got room to do it there. So I have some brush markers that I might try this with, or I might just go and get myself a proper calligraphy marker or pen to play with. But I just thought that was a good book for my little collection of fun things. And then this actually came from my sister, but all this thrifting stuff is together. She was out a day or two after us and got this stuff and left it at my dad's for me. So first of all, there was this container that she put everything into. So it's a plastic container, kind of a cream color with speckled design on it. And it's got all these sections. I think it's probably meant for cosmetics, and this would be for your lipsticks. But I mean, with the small glue sticks could go in there. That might be really handy, especially if I had a bunch of different types. But there's all kinds of little things that we can put in there. Even pens, like I could put 3 or 4 pencils in each slot, or markers. Figure out some way to use it, I'm sure. And then Vera Wang Princess. She showed me the little Vera Wang cosmetic bag that she bought. So she kept it and gave me the tag. She knows better than to throw that tag away. I got her trained. And then some more leaves, which I'm always looking for leaves that are textured and interesting. So these are kind of a faux suede. It kind of looks like someone has die cut them. I'm gonna have to try that with my die cutting machine to see if I can do some fabrics, because I have a lot of upholstery fabrics. So it'll be interesting to see if my die cut machine will cut through them. Maybe I'll try taking some of those into my dad's next time I go, because I'm really enjoying playing with my die cutting machine. And then there's some, this is taped shut. There's some letters here. Some like robin's egg blue. Oh, they're not, well, there's a few letters, and then there's a bunch of these little like label holders. Those are cute. And little miniature tags, which would be cute for doing some layering with. Or just some minis. Like we'd sometimes want to do mini journals and we would need mini tags to go in them. So those are kind of cute. And I like the color. So I'll definitely use those. And those look like they were 50 cents. Now I know she probably went to the Mission Thrift, but she was also at Thrift and Thrive, which is, I think, just a privately owned, not just a, but a privately owned thrift store in Coburg, where my dad lives, where we grew up. And they have some great deals, because it's all donations, I think, still. But I just thought these were really neat. I think someone has dressed these up, like because you can see that they've been painted by hand, they didn't come that way. So someone's done some, looks like almost like it's embossed on this one, like with the heat gun embossing, I mean. And this one's just like glitter. This one's got a crackle finish on it, so just white paint and then black paint over top. Same thing, that one's white crackle, white on white crackle. So I think these will be fun to incorporate into ATCs and collages and stuff. Lots of those arrows and paisleys and flowers. I have a bunch of these kinds of die cuts and haven't really dug into them and used them. So this might prompt me to do some playing with them and dress them up. Sometimes they don't suit what I like, but I can make them suit what I like, can't I? By painting them, decorating them. So that's kind of fun. She sees these things. She's really good at knowing what I will like and use. She's a crafter too, so she knows and she gets it. So there's those. And then I thought these were really nice. Ribbon photo corners. And I think these are maybe Martha Stewart. They're 50 cents. I'm sure they weren't 50 cents when they were new. Yeah, they're Martha Stewart brand. And they're peel and stick, looks like. So there's a few different sizes in here. And this also, seeing these, gives me an idea that I could make some of these out of different colors. Like this color works well with old photos, if it's black and white photos. But it's basically a piece of ribbon that you just fold like, oh, how is it? Like this, somehow. That's a very large version of it. And then you could glue that onto a piece of paper or something that you could then glue down. So I can make some of these out of different kinds of ribbon now that I've got the idea in my head. So that'll be an upcoming video. I'll figure out how to do it and share with you. So I got 2 packages of those. I was pretty happy to see those. Wasn't sure what they were at first, but now I get it. You see the little paper ones sometimes, but you don't usually see ribbon ones. I have a ton of ribbon, so it can be done. And then 2 little packages of Putting on the Glitz acrylic rhinestones, some clear ones, clear and silver ones. And then these ones are multicolored. We've got lime green, blue, and mauve in there. There might be some silver. Yeah, there's some clear ones too. But yeah, those are great. 160 pieces, so those will go in my bling box. It recommends E6000 glue, which I have. Don't use it as much with this. I used it a lot when I was doing jewelry, but that's probably wise to stick them down with that, or the, it might work with the 3-in-1 beacon, which I do use a lot. And then this was a gift tray from the dollar store, probably, that came with ribbon and gift tags. So this is just the ribbon and gift tags out from that tray. Someone didn't use it and donated it, no doubt. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's even got the bag for the, that would hold the gift tray. So it's a heart and then just a little piece of, I call it plastic ribbon. Curling ribbon, I guess. But I'll definitely use the heart for some Valentine's projects. And it was a Valentine's theme, probably at the dollar store. Don't know if I need that bag, but it's too good to throw away, so I'll keep it. And then along the same lines, we've got cards and envelopes from the Dollarama. They were $1.25 and they were marked down to 75. Now this was at the Mission Thrift, so she was there on a different day. She might have got these off on sale because it would have been a different color the day she went that would be on sale. So I'll have to ask her if she paid 75 or less than that for them. It's interesting that they have, well, they get them all priced the same. Just must have come in at different times because I think that's how they price things. I think that's how they price things, is every day is a different color, and then once it's been there so long, it goes on sale. I believe that's how they do it. So these little envelopes are little square ones, and they're black and white, and they're really cute. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then the little cards are just a little smaller, of course, just under 3 by 3. So black and white, and then some blue and pink pastel, same thing. And then some like flower designs. Looks like still with the black and white envelope. These ones have green envelopes. You can just barely see it there. So those are cute. I use those in journals or to put things in for Happy Mail maybe. I often do that kind of thing. And then these little labels were from the Thrift and Thrive for 50 cents. Sticky Lab. And I do like blue, so I'll definitely be able to use these. I like the little gingham edge around this one. And this one has polka dots. That's cute. So that's a Dollarama product. I wonder if it says how much it was at Dollarama. Probably $1.25 or, yeah, $1.25. So that's a good deal. And then this little bag is full of stuff. This I got when I was with my niece at, this was at a hospital charity gift shop or thrift shop. And it's a purse, a lime green purse. It was $8. I think I paid the $8 for it too because I just thought it was so perfect for her. I don't know if that's too close to the camera for you to see the whole thing, but it's shaped like a purse, but it's a box, like it's a hard box. And so my niece Kimberly really loves lime green, and her birthday's in June, so I thought I would get it, even though she was with me. I would get it and start filling it with goodies for her. She's an artist as well, so I can get her paint pens and different things to play with for her art, because I kind of have a feeling for what she likes too. And it's different than what I like, so whenever I get a bunch of stuff and there's stuff in there that I don't think I'll use, if I think she will, I can put it in this little purse, and then it's ready for her in June when her birthday comes around. So I was really thrilled with that purchase. And I think she was thrilled to see that I was getting it because she probably knows what I'm going to do with it. She was helping me find things in the store that would be cool to get, and it was a lot of fun. We had the afternoon together, which is pretty rare. Then we found this little package of lace, and it was $1 for the whole package. So these are stretch seam binding, pink, almond pink is the color, and then dark old rose stretch lace, and what is this one? I don't see the color name, but it's just a satiny seam binding. And then there's dark rose and raspberry. So I have found a lot of ways to use this stuff as well. So that was a good find. And then this was just $1 for all of the lace in this little bag. And I wasn't sure what it was because you can't really tell from the bag. So I just opened it enough to see, and it's this really thin, one-sided lace, which will be great for page edges and stuff. And there's a ton of it here, right? Because this bag is poofy. So I was really thrilled with that for $1, and it's already kind of the right color for if I'm using tea dyed and coffee dyed paper. And then there was one little section where they had a basket of labels that were free. So I didn't take them all. I went through them and picked out ones that I thought I would use. So these fall colors and themes, they're just little stickers. And then some ovals with gold edges that were just some pretty designs. Great for ATCs. And then some Valentine's words. And since I'm working on Valentine's stuff now, I thought I would grab those. Put those with the Valentine's stuff. Package of invitations for $1. And they're new in the package. Heartline, an invitation for you, and it's got the ferns. So I thought I could, put something else over top of that if I'm not using it for that. And it looks like on the inside it has this, like what the details of the party or whatever is. So those, I'm always picking up stuff like that when they're cheap like that. And then some mica, I guess it is. Very, very, very fine glitter. Silver and blue and pink. I would say it's more glitter than mica, but I can definitely use that on my ATCs or any kind of crafting that I'm doing. And then I didn't really need these, but they were pretty inexpensive, $2 each. I thought if I don't use them, I can always list them in my Etsy shop. So they cut or punch a teardrop shape, and that one doesn't want to work. It's a flower shape. Let me try it again. There it goes. Might need to be oiled or something. It doesn't like this paper, I think, because it's given me a really bad edge. Let me try it on this envelope. Going through a couple of thicknesses and see. I might have to sharpen it a bit. It's really given me just a messy hole, so it might need to be sharpened. I'll certainly fix it before I list it if that's what I'm going to do. But I thought that was too good to pass up. And then there was this pair of fancy edge scissors as well, which I have a couple pairs of these, but when I see them for $2, I pick them up. That's going through a piece of plastic, so that's not going to work very well. There's a piece of cardstock. Let's see how it does on cardstock. I have found that these are only good for paper. They're not very good for trying to use them on fabric. But that gives you a nice, fine, fancy edge. I've got a bigger one like this. And so that one's by Fiskars, which is a good brand. And Victorian is the name of the pattern. Love those. They're like candy to me. And then I've got another whole bag and a box here. The box is more newish stuff, I think. Dollar Tree stuff, but back to the Mission Thrift stuff. We've got doilies and some sort of fan thing. I didn't really know what it was that I was purchasing here, but purchased it anyway for 50 cents or less. I figured the doilies were worth that much to me. They're not terribly intricate gold doilies, but they're still gold doilies and they're pretty. There's quite a few of them. There's more than a dozen here, maybe 20 or 24. So that's a good buy. And then let's see what these are. I'm excited to know what these are. So it's a fan thing. And does it go, make a circle maybe? Yeah. So it's like an ornament that you would hang for a shower or a party or something. That gives me an idea of something I could make, copy and make. A smaller version to use in a journal or something. And then a solid gold one. So Kimberly's probably going to be having some showers this summer because she's getting married in September. So that might be something we can use for that. If we get to throw one, if her girlfriends will let us throw one. I guess we can if we want to. And then this is also Mission Thrift, so it was 50 cents or less. And these could also be for Kimberly's shower. We got some bells for wedding bells. But what I was thinking for them was to figure out how to do them in a journal where when you open the page, it opens like that, comes out and is just there. So that's kind of what I was thinking, is to play with them that way since they were so inexpensive, and see if I could work that kind of an ornament into a card. But then my sister saw them today and she says, oh, we could maybe use those this summer for Kimberly's showers. So that's probably what they'll get used for. Quite a few of them there for 50 cents. 2 different sizes. Looks like 4 or 5 of each. This one might be slightly different. Made in Denmark. Yeah, it's a slightly different shape. It has the little knob at the top. I just really like those. And then, not really paper crafting related, but more to my Etsy shop customers. I've sold a few of these on Etsy, and some of them not even complete sets. This one was complete. So it has the heart was in it, and then the rest of them are inside of it. These are a Jell-O mold. So you can have a flower or a star or a Christmas tree or a heart as the top of the Jell-O, what would you call it? Jell-O mold. Jell-O cake or whatever you want to call it. So I couldn't leave that there. Oh shoot, now it's not priced. I think it was $7 and I got it for half price, so it was $3.50. So it'll sell for much more than that on Etsy, so it was worthwhile getting. So again, not paper related, but might as well show you everything since it's in the bag. Oh, and then this comes with it too. That's where the price tag was. 7 pieces for $7, but it was half price because it was a blue label, and those were on sale that day at that store. That was at the hospital thrift store. So that was a good deal. And then these are more for my own use. $3. These are hair rollers for Luscious Body. They're all foam. So it's going to be fun to play with those. Maybe I'll have a spa night with Kimberly and she can put them in for me. That'd be fun. Do facials and mani-pedis. And then we've got, this was at the hospital again, hospital thrift store, $3 for this decorative stamp. And it has the Viewmaster, a small version, but like the Viewmaster stamp, which I think is really retro, something from my childhood, so I think it's cute. An epic and hello today and some honeycomb and some arrows. So all of those I will use. So for $3, that was worth it. Now some of the stuff that they had in the same bin at $3.50, I didn't feel like they were worth it, but because I could use every single one of those stamps, I thought that one was worth it to me. The problem is that you can get this kind of thing on Temu for around $3 or $4, so it has to be something I'll use, right? I mean, that should be the case anyway when you're shopping at the thrift store. You shouldn't buy it just because it's cheap. You should buy it because you'll use it. And then I got this little plastic file pouch, which will be great for storing stickers or ephemera. I love these kinds of pouches. I've actually started to make them out of paper, but I just thought a plastic one would be good for, I want to get it so that I've got a on-the-go crafting kit for when I'm going to my dad's or camping or anywhere that I want to take it for the weekend or for a day or two, that I have sort of the basics with me. And this would be a great way to have an assortment of ephemera or small bits with me. And then we got some playing cards, $2. And they black and red background with fall leaves. So I thought those would be great for playing card swaps. They're not terribly thick cards and they're not regulation size for trading cards. But the altered trading card people don't care about that. It's just the artist trading card people that care about that. And I've found ways to get around that too by adding something to it to make it wider. They're usually the right height, just not the right width. And then this was actually for Kimberly, I think. I'll have to check with her and see if she wanted that. I think it's awfully cute. Couldn't leave it there for $1. I like a small spatula for like little cookies and stuff to get them off of the cookie sheet. So got that. And then some more playing cards with like a mill, a water wheel and mill on them. And they're called Jumbo Face, so they might be the right size. Oh, some of these are so hard to get open. There. Oh, I think it's more to do with how big the numbers are on it, because these aren't regulation width either. They're only 2 1/4 or so. They're supposed to be 2 1/2. So what I do with that is I'll take a piece of lace or ribbon and I will glue it on the side and make it part of a collage and make it wider so that it's regulation size for trading. You've probably seen that if you're a subscriber. You've watched my ATC playlist and you could see me making them and doing that to make them the right width. These little boxes come in handy too, even long after the playing cards are used up. And then this is a set from a casino, so they'll be regulation size, but I just liked the turquoise color, and they're punched, so they've been used at the casino. So that's 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, which is regulation artist trading card size. So if I alter these, they can be ATCs. They're already the right size. And I'll even use the box because of the turquoise design that's on it. Paulson. I'll have to find someone whose father is named Paul and do something for them with that box. And then, oh, a couple more just personal things, but they are from the thrift store, which is a purple blouse, t-shirt, long sleeve shirt that I couldn't leave because of the detail here, and it was $5. And that's DC Jeans, which is a good brand, long sleeve, long enough for my body. And then this one was a tie-dye, long sleeve, oversized, like a nightshirt sort of thing. Couldn't leave that there for $6. So great for summer as a cover-up. So I think that's it for the thrifting stuff. So thanks for joining me for that. And thanks to Kimberly for the afternoon. It was a lot of fun. Great to get away without the kids and the parents and just play and shop. So if you like to see hauls like this, there's lots of them on my channel. Look up the playlist. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite item was. I'd love to hear. And most of all, have a great day. Thanks for watching.